Come in.
Here we go. We're live. There we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we got Mark joining us or not? Do we know?
Mark has he's not. He has a 6 o'clock appointment or something. So we're live
All
here.
right. Did you see the game, Fresh? Did you see the first half?
I saw the last 22 seconds. Full disclosure, everybody. I looked at the box score, and the commentary made the box score. The box score made the commentary look way worse than it possibly is. So what do we think?
Well,
It's a typical Wisconsin Virginia game that should never be played again.
yeah. I've got a lot to say. I'm going to wait for post game because halftime's so short. But I'm wearing a sweater for a reason. Even though it's 86 down here in Palm Beach for uh, the day's high temperature. I'm wearing a sweater because of the shooting percentages that we put up in the first half. Absolutely gross.
Cold.
Uh, 28% from three and like 22 from the field in general. Really, really bad. I made myself. I don't know if you can see here. I made myself some hot cocoa because it's
There you
that
go.
was an
I like the
absolutely
first one.
absolutely disgusting display. And yes, it's a Wisconsin Virginia game. But when you look at kind of the numbers heading into the game, both teams were trending up. It looked like it would be a higher scoring game. If you read any of the articles, the previews, it all talked about how pace and tempo were up for both teams. Uh, Wisconsin had not shot the ball well from three, but they had been good from two. Our buddy Dave the Wave pointed that out. But it was in every article that was out there. Like they have struggled from shooting it from deep. What is I think the most troubling for me in watching this is I expected like Gene Hackman to walk out onto the court, old, Hickory High School. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It was a flashback to when we just could not score. And what I really want to see, I want to see someone like our boy Reese step up and say, guys, we're winning this game. I got this. Come with me. He's a fourth year senior. Okay. He's a fourth year. He started the previous 3 years. He is an NBA candidate, I'll say. He had to decide to see if he was coming back. I want to see Reese say, I got this. Let's go. I want someone to grab it by the neck, this game by the neck, and say, I'm going to play it. Here's who we saw do it. We saw Brian Stitt do it on a nightly basis. We saw John Crotty
Man, I
do
was
it
thinking the exact same thing. Yep.
all the time. We saw Corey Alexander do it. We saw Junior Burrow do it. Ted Jeffries had games where he was just like, I got this. I don't think we have a killer. And any team that goes far in the NCAA tournament, eventually someone rises up and says, I'm a killer. I got this. It's not our night, but I got this. I want to see it. What were your thoughts kind of on that topic, but also I know you didn't see the first half, but just looking at the box score.
No, look at the box score and then watching just kind of the body energy and motions of the guys. When I turned the game on, they just looked a little bit confused. Ryan Dunn had the big block, and then he helped the guy up, and I heard he may have grabbed his hamstring earlier in the game, but that's fine. We need more Ryan Dunn. Like, let's just go after it. You can't do anything wrong. To your point, like Reese, you're gonna play 35 minutes. just start jacking up shots. I'm not really sure. It looks like a little bit of a bigger high school kind of arena, which is really usually good for shooting, right? It's not like a big, massive place.
Yeah, I don't even want to.
I just don't like when our guys start looking around and talking and thinking too much, right? It looks to me, in the brief time I saw, like thinking about doing what's right within the team. But to your point, hey, but just go, just go play sometimes.
All right, so Jim Romeo said, give us some hope. I'm going to give you some hope right now, and hopefully our crew. The good news is we've got really good players. The bad news is that we haven't played anybody good this year with the exception of Florida. We played Charleston Chew State. We played North Carolina A&T.
3 times.
Huh?
Yeah.
And we played Texas Southern, okay? If you look at who Wisconsin has played, they've played Tennessee and Providence. They're 2 losses. Both ranked teams, both really good. They're used to playing really good players. We're used to playing against guys that were just a lot better than. And I think we had a letdown in the first half. But, and this is my favorite part of halftime, Fresh, what do you think Tony, Jay Will, the coaching staff is saying right now to the players, what's being said in the locker room, because this team is much better than they just played?
I think I'm sure we had the effort. I didn't see that, but this team has not lacked effort all season. I think he's saying just that. Go play. Go execute what we do and go play, and don't be afraid of it. Don't think too much. I hope that's what he's saying. That's what I would say. If the effort's there, I'm sure Blake's playing hard. I saw he had like the trillion. He had the 7 trillion stat line, right? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 after however many minutes he played. But guys, just go play, and trust our stuff, execute our stuff. But you gotta free up and play. It's tough. These games happen, but when we played, I can say it never happened in a big time type of game. Like we played Pitt. We played Pittsburgh, Big East Challenge in Richmond, and everybody was balling. Like these kind of games, like big time conference games, Wisconsin, Virginia, it's Big Ten, big whatever they are, ACC. Like you show up for these games, right? You don't sleepwalk it like Carlton.
Do you think so? We entered the top 25 today, right? UVA basketball ranked 24 in the AP poll.
Yep. Makes sense.
It makes sense. We're 4-0. We had the big win against Florida. We've handled our business against the other teams we played. Any chance there's a letdown, or was this just an unlucky half where things didn't go our way and we never got in a rhythm?
It could be, but again, I didn't see it. I don't know if it's us or if it's the game or the basketball gods. I think it's Wisconsin. I mean, look at the last 3 times we played them. It's been like 100 points between 2 teams, all 3 times, right? And it's just an ugly matchup. Should never ever happen again. And I'll chalk it up to that at this point.
Is there any danger? Is there any danger that we've set the sport of basketball back by having these teams play each other seemingly every year?
Yeah, I think they should do the Peach Basket Invitational.
Yes. Okay. Fair.
And throw the Peach Baskets and just play it that way. I'm kidding, but I mean the games like history. Me and you always talk about history to a fault, probably. But these games have always been the same, man. Like Virginia 40, Virginia 52. Who do they call Wisconsin 45? Whatever the thing is. So we'll see.
We're getting a lot of comments here.
Yeah, I like these. They're helping us.
Yeah, I mean Wisconsin's bigger. They have positional length. They're a good team. Here's what I think it is. These guys have played big, good teams. Their previous 2 games, they're 2-2. They've played real competition. We really haven't. We played Florida, and who knows what Florida's going to be. They've got a good young coach, and he's building a program, but we don't know if he's going to be good or not. I think it was unlucky, but really what I want to see the leader of this team, Reese Beekman, step up and dominate. You can't go in. I think he had 5 points and 2 assists in the first half. If you're trying to get to the NBA.
I saw he was 1 for 5 with 5 points. 1 for 5.
Yeah. Like, I want to see our best player, our team leader, our most seasoned player step up and say, guys, follow me. I got this. This is a perfect opportunity for Reese Beekman to step up and show people, hey, I'm a legit NBA guy. The tough part for us is that their best player, Storr, has not played well. He's got 2 points. Their best player, the guys that are 6'7" guard, he's an NBA type of prospect. He has not played well, and we are, struggling. So I'm not surprised that IMAC was a little bit out of rhythm. As you know, you take a couple days off, you lose rhythm. I know he's been practicing, but maybe that's hampering him. Someone's got to step up and say, guys, I'm going to provide a spark. I don't care if it's Leon Bond coming off the bench. I don't care if it's Dante. Like, we need someone to step up and say, I got this. And I think it's Reese, and I really want Reese to do it because there's never been a game where this year, and there hadn't been many games where Reese has said, I got this, follow me.
And this is, you know what, this has become unpopular this year because he hasn't done well. I play Tane Murray in a game like this. If nobody else is producing, Tane's going to come. Remember the Iowa game when he was the first year, had 18. I give Tane a shot. I give him a solid 5 to 7 minutes to produce and to wreak havoc and to play hard and let him go.
Yeah, you know what? There's got to be a little bit of a shakeup here. Someone's got to get something going. I still feel okay. We're not down by 20 points at halftime.
Oh, we're winning.
No.
I'm guaranteeing a win still.
All right, let's go because we didn't do pregame. And guys, sorry we didn't do pregame. A lot of people traveling during the holiday and kind of an early game. Yeah. So it was tough for us to get on pregame, but we'll definitely be back after the half fresh. After the second half, fresh. Give me final score and prediction.
So we're down 28-18. Is that right? Am I seeing this right?
Yeah. Yep. Down 10.
All right. So call that 30-20. We score 30. Oh, jeez. This is a tough one. Have you got me on this one? 55.
All right, I'll go. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm not far off. I have a 62-58 UVA.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for.
Always better at that.
Well, no. I don't think no one has a crystal ball, but obviously low scoring. All the metrics said that this would be a higher scoring game than Virginia, Wisconsin of the past. But it has not proven to be true. Reminder that we have won, I think, this will be our 9th if we win this preseason November tournament. We've got a great track record. We always win these things, so I'm gonna bank on that. I'm gonna bank on Tony getting the guys fired up, challenging them. I think he's going to challenge Reese. Hey, you're the best player on the floor. You're like an NBA candidate. Let's get it going, and hopefully we see Reese be much more aggressive. I'm cool with him getting people in the flow, but at some point he's got to say, "Yo, I got this."
And to that point, I think it might be Ron Sanchez or it's probably Coach O. You grab Reese by himself, like do the whole team speech. Grab Reese and say, "Dude, look, this is your team. I don't think you do that Reese thing in front of everybody, right? It's not the time to challenge him that way. You just grab him.
Why?
Man, this is your squad.
Why though? Why? Explain that. We had guys get challenged.
He's grown. Yeah, I think I sense his personality is that way. Like I think you just grab him by the side, like stop fitting in, stop trying to make other people like you go do your thing. You get permission, like TP would always say, "Why don't you want to shoot one of those 3-point shots? You take the permission."
All right, hey guys, halftime is over. Second half starting. Join us post game where we're going to go through the UVA win. We'll go through all the storylines and stat lines. Thanks for joining. We'll see you guys after the half.